Now that I am recording this video, it has been 7 months since the release of Sons of the Forest, and we have received 10 big and small updates from End Night. From the time of release until now, many new features and significant items has been added to this popular game, but there are still many updates waiting for us that should add very cool things to the game. And in this video, I want to introduce you 4 essential items and features that should be added in the next updates. Number 1. Incendiary and poisonous arrows. In the forest, there were several types of arrows in the game that could really deal significant damage to enemies. Incendiary arrows, poisonous arrows. How enjoyable it was to use them. As in Sons of the Forest, we have different types of arrows in terms of body material. It can be better if they have the same features as before. In addition of this feature can increase the effectiveness of vodka in the game. In the forest, my must use of bows was to make fire arrows. And by the way, most of you used to do this a lot. But fire arrows should not be more powerful than guns, because the use of guns may decrease. But the important point is that Sons of the Forest guns have a much better gameplay than the old gun in the forest, which does not kill the enemy even with a headshot. That was terrible. In the channel there are lots of tricks related to construction, deadly traps, and tips that many people don't tell you about Sons of the Forest. Visit this playlist and subscribe to know about these tricks. And number 2, more building blueprints. Since the construction mechanics of Sons of the Forest have changed a lot, the use of ready-made blueprints has decreased. And one of the reasons is that they are not complete. End Night is accepted to add more and more different blueprints to the game because their creation can make construction decisions easier. Of course, I don't mean that only blueprints will be added to the game like before. For example, the blueprints for building a pound house or for building a house on a mountain, and many other things that can be added to the game. This feature can be very useful in construction. Number 3. More animal species. The artificial intelligence system in Sons of the Forest has improved a lot compared to the previous series. For example, mutants are considered enemies of cannibals. Now it would be better if this type of enmity becomes viral, like dangerous animals like crocodiles in ponds, wolves in snow areas. Although they make the game more difficult, it adds more excitement to the game, and this strong artificial intelligence system shows off more. But you should not always look at the bad side. If they have the ability to be tamed, it can be much more interesting. But in general, since Sons of the Forest does not have many animal species, adding an animal species to the game can be an interesting idea, whether domestic or wild. Do you think what species or even new animals would be good to add to the game? Tell in the comment section. Before going to the last number, don't forget to like this video and also share this video for your friends. Maybe they want to know these options. Number 4. Pickaxe. All of us who have experienced survival games and have seen certain weapons and tools in these games. Axe for wood, pickaxe for stone, shovel for dirt. You see, it is very clear. It is very questionable to me why there shouldn't be a tool called pickaxe in Sons of the Forest. Even though, unlike the previous series, the forest stone is the separate item and considered for constructions, and finding it only on the ground can't really always make sense, since there are a lot of big stones in some of the forest environment and they can help us in building stone houses by mining them. It is really necessary devs add a pickaxe to this game, and since it is considered a really important tool, it can be more interesting to find it again in a new cave, like a shovel in the hands of a miner. If you want me to make the second part of this video, increase the likes of this video and see this video. If you want cannibals, don't touch your defenses. Farewell.